Hello, welcome to another Papa Smurf adventure. Progress, a lot to catch up on, and putting the puzzle together. Let's go on an adventure. Peeking through the trees, we see a little excavator down there, and off to the side we see a dump truck. What they doing? Stepping off the side, we can get a peek further down the road. Well, let's zoom in and see what they're doing. Well, here they're clearing off dirt, laying stakes, and they got some white paint down there marking stuff off. Well, they're still working. Bring them back to the entryway near my place. Boy, they've got a lot of markings on the ground. White paint, orange paint, pink flags. The work just keeps going on and on. Working on the left side of the drive. They've got that marked off too. Wonder what they're doing. Let's take an adventure and see if we can figure this one out. Now, looking at these markings, the orange ones, going left to right, I believe that's communication lines that run underneath the entryway there. And I bet you those white lines there are where they're going to put the curbing at, or the edge of the cement for the entryway. Let's see. Now, looking over here on the right side of the entryway, they have 3 lines at the bottom, white line on the side, an orange line on the other side, bottom right corner, and a bunch of flags. Well, let's continue on with the adventure. Now, everybody's probably wondering, why am I always peeking through the trees? Well, to see what's on the other side. I see a guy way down there doing something. There's some guys out by the road with that little excavator. Well, let's see if we can get a better look. Zooming in, the guy on the left-hand side, he's by one of the GPS leveling devices. I don't know if he's punching in numbers or looking at something else. But off to the right, we have 3 workers. Hey, look there. They're smart. They're using the arm of that machine to hold the leveling device. Now that's using your head. After they left, all that was left was a couple of pink sticks poking out of the ground. Now, it's been too hot and humid for Papa Smurf to be going outside a lot. So this is the next day. They're out here digging out the entryway. Guess they're getting ready for some work. They have this bobcat skidster out here, taking up all the dirt and dumping it into a dump truck. Is that why they call it a dump truck? Is that because the truck dumps, or things get dumped into it? Inquiring minds want to know. See? I told you. He's taking the dirt and dumping it in a dump truck. Now, which way does that dump truck work? Is it both ways? Things get dumped in it, and it dumps the things out? Is that why it's called a dump truck? Think about that one. He's back. The guy with the stick. Making sure that they only dig down as far as they need to. You can see off the left there, they have a bunch of asphalt they need to remove yet too. He's working in tandem with that bobcat skidster right there. making sure they don't go any deeper than they have to. Now there's a lot of communication lines and everything over here on this right side. You can see that green thing next to my shed. That's a communication tower thing they put in, and that white flat thing behind it is a connection box for everything that's heading over to that Doppler radar and everything else over there at the tower. They have the rest of the asphalt removed, scraping it down where they need it to be. Now you're starting to be able to see the crown on the road that's in place right now. See how it dips down on both ends. Now behind those three sticks there with the flags on them is that end of that curbing out there in the roadway. Now they had to take this drive and curve that concrete around to join up with that area. I wonder how they're going to do that. I guess we'll see. Now, peeking back through the trees, what do we have here? Let's zoom in and see. They have that concrete machine working and cement trucks just dumping concrete everywhere. Guy walking around with one of those GPS leveler things and see the other ones in place, making sure everything gets put exactly how it's supposed to be. Fascinating how they do that today. Getting back over here to the entryway, you see all the flags they have for the communication systems. There's a pink stick and a little pink post tapped in the ground. And that's as back as far as they can go to clear out room to give them room to work. Standing here next to this road closed sign they have here. I'm going to peek down inside this because it's awful hollow. The wind blows these things everywhere. So, can we get a better look in here?
Hello down there. How are you doing? There's no echo in here. You sure look like you could use a cleaning though.
Well, they were digging back that dirt. They hit a cable. Well, you wouldn't think it'd be less than 2 feet underground, but I guess that's why they say call first. Yep, we have exposed wires. That can't be a good thing. Yes, they cut it back. Not as far as they wanted to, but they hit that cable. I can't blame them guys. You wouldn't think a cable would be less than 1.5 feet underground. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But it was marked of being a cable in the area, so it happens. Now that cable goes to this tower right here. You can see, yep, there's a lot of wires in there. Well, you can see their height tower laying down there on the concrete. They've been all over that, making sure it's exactly as deep as it needs to be. Now, I haven't been outside all day, too hot and humid. It's the evening of the next day, and from now on I'm just going to take nightly strolls and take pictures of what's going on, because it's a little bit here and a little bit there, putting the jigsaw puzzle together. As you can see here, they've put gravel in the entryway. East eastbound and down, roll them out and truck them. That's the way we're heading, eastbound. This is Tower Terrace Road heading east towards the roundabout. And they have the concrete layer out there. Yeah, we'll see what's going on when we get down there. Now the main house on the mobile home park property is right here. And it's the driveway heading into the house, and behind the house is the maintenance shed for the mobile home park. They keep all their equipment. Funny, they got that gravelled in, but you know, when they come out, they can only make a right-hand turn. They can't go left out of their driveway. That's terrible. Now, looking further down, is the other entrance they were going to close off. But we complained enough saying, you know, that just cuts off accessibility for emergency equipment in case of fires or anything else to get in the mobile home park. And so they're going to put one in. Now they too can only make a right-hand turn when they come out. Here's a little better view of that entryway they're going to put back in. Boy, they really went a lot wider than what the road is. They took, what, 8 feet out of that person's yard. They got a lot of roots to that tree, too. I hope it doesn't die. Well, we'll see what happens when they're done. Turning back off the east, I see what they used that cement layer for. Hey, have it all the way around the corner. Oh, let's see if we can get a better look. Yep, they have it around the corner. Connected all the way around, up to the roundabout even. This jigsaw puzzle is missing a big piece right here. Well, we'll see what they do when they put it in. Is it just one piece? Or 2 pieces? Or more? We'll find out in the adventure. Well, when they're heading southbound on Center Point Road, looks like they're going to have to curve before they even get to go around the roundabout. Looking southbound on Center Point Road from the roundabout, we're in the middle of it. They have 2 lanes so far. Is that all there's going to be? Zooming in, looks like they'll probably be adding some more. Don't see any curbing on the inside. Well, another piece of jigsaw puzzle they're going to have to put in. Looking eastbound down Tower Terrace Road on the east side of the roundabout, you can see, boy, when they're coming down that road, it's a 45-mile-an-hour road heading this direction towards the roundabout. And they have one heck of a curve there to try and slow them down. I hope it works. Looks like we have another piece of the jigsaw puzzle missing over here. And wait a second, we have 2 lanes. Why do they have more rebarb sticking out into the roundabout? Well, let's continue on with the adventure. Yes, looking eastbound, we can see they have those green things, whatever they are. They got them all set up all the way down to lay more concrete over them. Looking back southbound on Center Point Road from a different angle. Boy, that's a big piece of puzzle they got to put in there. Looking westbound from the roundabout. Yep, we see a huge piece of jigsaw puzzle missing out of that. Let's look another direction. Looking off to the north. Yep, missing a piece over here too. Looking off to the east. We're missing a few pieces. Well, we got this piece put in. We're going to head westbound and back to home. I've seen this on the way back home. That entryway, the first one as you come around from Center Point Road onto Tower Terrace Road westbound. Here's that first entryway. And there's a big yellow pipe there. That's a main gas line. It's always good to call before you dig. Getting a picture in here, they're going to have an easement area between that curbing and the sidewalk they're putting in. So I'm trying to picture what that's going to look like. I guess we'll find out. Getting closer to home, took another picture just like that last one, trying to figure out that easement area and the sidewalk. And the sidewalk's supposed to end right at that entrance there to the park. Nothing on the other side. We'll see what happens. Oh, slow going when you're on oxygen and walking. But I see home. We're getting there. As you can see, they have a few more pink stakes out there at the entryway and getting it all leveled out with the gravel. Taking a picture here, looking back off the east. Trying to imagine what that sidewalk's going to look like, and the easement and everything else. That's just going to look better than what it does now. Yep, on the other side of this driveway, there's not going to be a sidewalk. Just an easement, grassy area all the way down. Well, I guess I won't have any foot traffic going past my house then, huh? Well, before I head home, I see a green lid or something there down the ways. What's that about? Let's go on another adventure. Walking past the entryway, I turn around to get a better view of how they're going to have that concrete curve around. I see them pink posts and the pink lines sprayed in the ground. We'll see. Well, now my neighbor's off to the left of me there. I see a little yellow or orangish cable kind of coming through the grass. You can barely see it unless you really look. And it goes to that box right there. It goes to that communication tower further down. But why didn't you just leave it open? What also concerns me about that being open is my internet is connected to that box. Now, if something happens there, I can't communicate with you people. That wouldn't be any good. Heading back up the Morning Dove Drive, heading back home. That cable sitting there amongst all them roots, make it look like a root. As you can see, when it goes back down where the road is, it's only 1.5 feet under the ground. Yep, you better call before you dig. What's this? There's broken wires in that cable. Really? Let's take a closer look. Well, I would say there's broken wires in that cable. And that cable being fully exposed like that could not be a good thing. Now, once again, it is the next day. I'm not going out during the day. Too hot, too humid. Let's see if they've gotten done. go on an adventure walk with me, will you? Here we are at that driveway that leads to the house, the maintenance garage, and they have that gravel all sloped off and packed down. Let's continue on. Now here walking by, I thought we had a huge root that branches off. Well, they're either electrical or communication lines, or both. No, it can't be electrical and communication in the same place, could it? No, I think those are just communication lines that are all spliced together. Again, call before you dig. You ever see that movie, The Birds? There's quite a few birds up there. My goodness. They probably know I just put bird seed out and heading to my place, huh? Well, let's see what other work they've gotten done. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they put in a piece of puzzle or not. What they have been doing is cutting a lot of concrete. Look at all them lines in that concrete they've cut. What else are they doing? Yep, all that concrete they laid all the way around that corner that connects up with the roundabout there. There's the big saw. They've been cutting grooves in it. Now, most people just don't notice the fine details in all the work they have to do. Along that concrete edge, you can see all the holes they drilled to put in the rebarb and all the lines they've cut. It all takes different steps to get the puzzle to go together. Once again, it's the fine little details you really don't notice. They have the rebarb put in on this side. Well, looking southbound on Center Point Road, doesn't look like they've done much of anything. Of course, you can see all the big saws sitting off to the side. The coat tractor on the side there, they spray all the coating on. And let's zoom in and see if we can see anything else. There's so many pieces to the puzzle, it's hard to see. They have rebarb they had to put in. They have those green wire things they have to put in before they can lay the concrete to seal in the missing piece of the puzzle. Oh, it just doesn't stop. The puzzle keeps going on and on. Hey now, since we were here last, they did lay an inner ring to that roundabout. You don't see the rebarb sticking out anymore. See, piece of the puzzle you just didn't catch. Looking eastbound down Tower Terrace Road at the roundabout, you can see that inner ring they just put in. It's got a little curve up to it. Well, that means the center of that roundabout's going to be huge. Well, maybe there's more to the puzzle than we know. We'll have to wait till the puzzle's done. Hey, looky there. They got more pieces of the puzzle in over here. This is the eastbound way to Tower Terrace Road. We're kind of facing southeast. From here, looking across the roundabout, zooming in, taking another picture of that piece of puzzle they're trying to put in down there. Now we're looking eastbound down Tower Terrace Road on the east side of the roundabout. You see they got a few more pieces of that puzzle put in there, and they're getting ready to put in some more. And the concrete layer is sitting right there getting ready to get the job done. They're going to have a heck of a gap in between those two lanes. This will be a center island there. Be interesting to see how it is when it's done. Looking westbound, get another view of that ring they just put in on the roundabout, how it curves coming into the roundabout on the eastbound direction towards us. Just getting a little better view on how, if you're heading northbound on Center Point Road, that'll be heading towards us from CCB and everything, how it curves as it enters into the roundabout. Here is a view of the eastbound Tower Terrace Road curving onto southbound Center Point Road. And this is what it looks like at the curve when you're coming eastbound towards us down Tower Terrace Road into that curve. Well, I about made it back home. Nothing to show taking pictures on the way back. You saw it on the way out. I did zoom in to see what they're doing down at the bridges. As you can see, if you are westbound on Tower Terrace Road, how it's going to curve all the way off to the right over to that first bridge. Be interesting to see how they put all this in. Someday I'll venture down that way and take a stroll or two. Going up, do you see it? No, not the black and white kitty there. Way off in the distance. What's that hanging off the tower? Oh, let's zoom in and take a better look. Well, looky there. It's a basket. With a big weight on it or something. I don't know. Yep. They hooked that up because they're doing work on the tower. I wouldn't want to be the person in that basket. Doesn't look like there's much holding that thing on. Taking a closer look. Nope, doors, I won't go in there. Nope. Not me. Just look how tall that tower is. You see that thing way at the very top? Near the red tip? Just off the left side. Here it is. I have no clue what it's for, but it's way up here. And since we're way up here, I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. This puzzle will continue another day. So come back for another Papa Smurf adventure. Love you all. Till next time. Bye.